Yeah.
I did one for Nala, and she's a Capricorn, and she picked a Capricorn card.
Oh
so
my god, no way!
They know.
It's great.
They know.
Deisha did a reading for Louis and Stella, and it was spot on. It was like exactly them, exactly their personalities. And I think it made us soften to them as well. A lot when we were like, actually, no, she does know what we're trying to communicate with her. She's just working on it. Yeah.
Well,
so sweet.
Let's get into the tarot first.
Yes.
Because we're here now, right?
Yes.
Because there are a couple of ways of looking at this, and I know as South Asian Punjabi women, it's like, oh no, we shouldn't do this. Like, there's a whole
there's a ghost that's going to come through the cards.
Yeah, and you shouldn't do this. And, but actually, there are a couple of ways of looking at it, and I'm going to ask for your hot take first.
So what I say, so most people that come into my clinic, they've never pulled cards before, or they have and they've been told it's really wrong and they're doing it and it's not okay. My stance that I've always taken with any kind of like divination tool is you're setting your intentions and your whatever source energy that you connect to, you're just trying to communicate with them to get some kind of guidance.
Yes.
And I've always believed in that since I was young, that the universe is always with you and communicating with you, and it's always going to show you a sign or a symptom of something, and that's going to manifest in different ways. And one of the ways is through divination. So I think the controversy is that like there's energy, like negative energies attached to them, or I think the biggest one for me that I hear is that there's a ghost attached to them, there's energies attached to them, and they don't want that in their space, because then that's a whole other conversation, I think, in itself. But as long as you trust that practitioner is working from love and light, and you trust that they're holding that space in a safe way, or you trust that if you're doing that for yourself, that you're setting your intentions really strong to communicate with whoever that source energy is, whether you think that's God, whether you think that's a different name, then the cards that you choose from and the artwork that you choose from, it doesn't have to be dark and scary.
And I think a big one for me when I got into them was that there is some kind of, they're very prophetic. There is a prophecy attached to it. It's a divination. It's something that is going to tell your future, right? So if you get the card like the Tower, or you get the Death card, it means you're going to die and something really bad is going to happen. And it frightens people. And I know there is a lot about this kind of really hyped up New Age spirituality, where it's like, oh, this is going to happen and it's going to be really bad for you and stay away from this. But it's not like that. Like you say, it connects you back to an energy. I also like to use them in a way that is, it sort of reflects back where I'm at. I use it as like a journaling tool. Something that is going to allow me to sit with, oh, this card has come up. Where is this in my life?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, is you're using them for reflection. It's what are your intentions for working with them to be? Are you allowing them to rule your life, and it's going to ruin it per se if it's come up with something that feels really distressing, or are you using it in a way that's going to help you heal from what you're looking at and what your intentions are that you've set with it?
Because if we look at the Death and Rebirth card, it's from the outside it's scary, right? And even on the classical tarot deck, it's a dark cloaked figure on a horse. Right? It's kind of scary. But when you understand that it's about the ending of something,
exactly,
and with every ending has to come a new start, a new beginning. It's a journaling prompt might be, where is something closing off in my life? Where do I give gratitude and love and appreciation for something that's now coming to an end? That maybe there is a loss there, maybe there is a period of grieving or mourning something. But from that, a bit like seasonally where we're at now, right? If something comes, the winter comes to an end and spring starts. Where is this new beginning going to take me?
In Ayurveda, we've got different seasonal practices and regimes for every change of season. So with that, the version of you that sat through winter is essentially coming to an end. It's dying, it's closing to open you up for a new energy, which would be spring. And that's why the energies in your body get all jumbled up, and that's why we have loads of regimes that help you balance that out. But it's that cyclical nature. So that, and I was talking about death actually a lot in clinic for the last few weeks. Of death is all around us all the time. It's the human death that shakes our ego so much.
Yes.
But a family member of mine like years ago was like, but everything's dying around you all the time. Everything's reborn all the time. Like, we were at a roundabout and he was like, the plants there's so many of them that are dying right now or are dead. And we don't see that in the same way because it doesn't shake our human ego in the same way. But actually, death is a meditation that's around us all the time. So how is it that we look at it? Our cells are regenerating all the time. So we use the word regeneration, but it means actually that we've got an old part of us dying as well to bring in that new energy. So it's reframing the way we see the cards. Like the tarot card as well. My friend read for me recently and was like, the Tower card also looks like the fact that you have to break down the way that you live your life right now. And that means that the life around you, it's going to look and feel like it's crumbling apart. But it has to do that. And the Tower card isn't always as scary as, I mean, sometimes it feels like it in that process, but it's not as scary as it looks, because the reason it's breaking down is because you've got to have a breakthrough into a new space.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And it is that, I suppose, not being afraid of what's coming up, right? Like you said, it's that kind of that ego part that frightens us, but it's a structure that we cling to. I need everything to be perfect so that I can be perfect. And that's where we externalize our needs, right? Rather than knowing that, well, externally everything could be going crazy, but internally I'm going to stay anchored and grounded.
Yes.
That's the shift that we have to make in order to, you know, get a pack full of the death and rebirth cards and still be okay with everything that's going to come up, right?
Yeah, it's a really big conversation I've had for the last 2 weeks of like how much do I actually show up and hold myself through things, and what tools do I have that actually allow me to do that effectively for myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how much do I need to reach out for my community, but also am I reaching out for community because I lack the trust in myself, and actually is it something that I need to do by myself?
Yeah. So for anyone who's just started listening, I'm here with Good Kieran from Janarveda, and we are talking about debunking the myth of tarot and oracle cards as South Asian women. It's nothing spooky, it's nothing bad is going to happen. It's a way of understanding ourselves more, of connecting with internal and external energies and the life source that's brought us here, but also as journaling tools as well, to get to know ourselves better, because that is what the journey is all about. So you pulled a few cards.
Yes.
I pulled a few cards.
Yes.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah, I've not worked with this deck much,
okay,
so I don't know what's going to come up. But so I've got Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul, Guardian Angel, you are not alone, and the Knight, be brave and honest.
Ooh, which one speaks to you the most right now?
I think the Knight, out of all of them.
Yeah, you know, he kind of looks like someone.
I'm going to tell him
like
that
now. Your knight in shining armor.
It's it's interesting because he's really been like this force of just like, you care about your work so much, you believe in your work so much, and you don't speak about it. It's like I'm not like, I don't have much on social media. I don't put myself out there very much, but I think because there's always this, I think being a practitioner from an Indian background, there's always the fear of some kind of like backlash or judgment or cancel culture that is always like, okay, so if I say this and I do really believe in it, what are people gonna say? But I think I did a lot of work in the last 2 weeks to be like, but this is your work and you've been put here to do this. So therefore you've got to work through these conceptions. And we were talking about, actually just before we started, building up systems that you've needed, and building up spaces that weren't there but you always needed them. So being the one to create that as well feels really big, and that I feel like falls into that being brave and honest. Like, you have to communicate what you believe in. Absolutely. I know that's still like my whole goal of my clinic is bringing you back home. So whatever that means, whatever your interpretation of that is, to me that's bringing me back to source energy and merging back with that again. So all of my work and all the stuff I do for myself it revolves around that concept. So even though I used so many divination tools, you probably name the tool and I've used it before. I'm always using that with the intention that I'm going to return back. So I think being brave and honest is like just speak about it and be that place. I think we undermine how much our words need to sometimes be heard by other people and the representation that we hold for other people.
Absolutely.
I know I undermine that a lot in myself. Like in the clinic space, I understand that, but in a wider space, I shy away because I'm like, oh, other people are also saying things that are similar to my things, but actually, we're given this for a reason. We're given these words and these opportunities for a reason to communicate it. So, yeah.
And you don't know who might need to hear it. There might be lots of women in that take a similar view to you, and they use you as an inspiration. So it's stepping forward into, well, I'm doing it now. I might as well just extend my voice a little bit further. I might as well put myself out there because we're here to help people.
Yeah.
But people have to know that we're here to help them.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a tricky one, is then stepping into the light of being visible.
Yeah, being
what
visible.
Do you need?
Yeah. My friend has this thing where she finds it difficult to be perceived, and she wants to step into this work, but being perceived is like, I think it wraps all into self-worth, whether your solar plexus, do you think that you're worthy or meant to be doing this and saying this and being there for people? But yeah, I think if you step into this world, your solar plexus gets a wake-up call.
Oh, it does. It gets
for sure.
Good old battering, I'll tell you. Wonderful.
Yeah, and then the guardian angel star ancestors, it feels very much like, it feels very like specific to the podcast. Like this does as well. But this felt more to do with me and you.
Yeah.
And then this feels like podcast. So following the voice of your soul, and you're not alone. Like you're held in this space. I think before I came in, I was like, please open my throat chakra and allow me to speak the things that I need to speak and I need to say, and that let it come out in the way that it needs to come out and needs to be heard. And just remembering you're not alone whilst talking about these things. So, like, if you asked me a year ago to come on a podcast and talk about tarot and oracle, I would have been terrified, and it would have probably been like, I'm doing a bit, never gave you a date,
I have this thing on, I can't do it right now.
So
we know the excuses, we've used them and we've had them.
And it's just I think I'm just there's a lot more, we need a lot more room for compassion and allowing people to just speak and be the people that they are. Again, a whole other conversation. But holding a lot more compassion for people that look like they're doing things that aren't the norm for their healing and for their spiritual religious journeys as well.
Interesting. I got a card that says spring. A time for renewal. Interesting, that. Time for renewal, step into uncharted territory. Very much what we're talking about. Right?
Literally.
First time for everything. And then I have the art of rituals, 33. Interesting.
Oh, wow, they really marry up.
Yeah, practice really rituals to re-enchant your life. And it's interesting because when we did the Avebury Day together, I was talking about rituals then.
Yes.
And it's come up again now. So so interesting. So for anyone listening, for those of you listening, we're workshopping right now tarot cards and well, oracle cards really, but this is the reflection as we pull them, you sit with them, you understand them more. This is all it is, really. And I say that with the greatest of respect, but it can be as simple as this. It doesn't need to be having 5,000 candles. It doesn't need to be like saging the whole house. As part of a ritual, if you'd like to do that, absolutely. But it doesn't mean that in its entirety, it always has to be that way. I know friends who just pull a quick card before they wake up and that's it. And they think about that card for the rest of the day. I know people who will pull a card like once every 6 months. Right. There are so many different ways to use this.
It's a tool, right? It's not. It doesn't have to be something that you have to do every single day.
It's not a prescriptive way of life, right? And they're fun as well. I don't know about for
Yeah.
you, but there is something that really speaks to my inner child, my younger self, about like the colors of how beautiful these are, the way that they look. You have so many different types of decks. Yeah, they're stunning. And so like, why not? Why not just enjoy them and use them as something fun to brighten your day up a little bit? And you can take it to mean anything you want, right?
And there's so many. Like, you can get a tarot and oracle deck for like
everything.
Anything. Like, anything that you are into, there's a deck for it.
I went to a shop a few weeks ago and I saw a Meryl Streep.
I've not seen that.
And it was like all of the Meryl Streep characters. But it was like, when you're in doubt, this is what Meryl would do. Like, follow a Meryl Streep.
Oh my god, I love that.
You know, I think I've seen like Pokemon ones, like literally
Pokemon ones, cat ones, dog ones. Yeah.
Just so much. And there were some ones that are quite deep. There are some that are more surface level, like the Meryl Streep ones. But you just go with whatever calls to you. And I think they kind of pick you as well a little bit.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. All the decks that I've got, I don't think I even sort them out. I think it's been like, I've been in a situation where I've seen it, or I've been at a circle and I've seen them then, or I've been gifted them. And I always say I think a lot of my divination tools come to me.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm seeking out something specific, and eventually I let go of like finding it, and then it will find me.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are the best ones, aren't they? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Definitely.
Oh, wonderful. Any closing words in? Because I like this to be a real a moment for anybody who's not sure about getting into tarot and oracle cards, that it's okay. You do it however you want to. You create the meaning behind it. But also, like with the cards that we've pulled, there is a certain kind of special magic to it as well. That we, you know, I didn't meditate on these. We sat together, grounded, and this is what came up.
Yeah.
Right. So there's something very special in them as well.
Yeah, like, I find that they weave together with your whatever's going on for you.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a way that they will tie themselves in.
Absolutely, yeah. And some of them as well, they come with, well, I think most of them actually come with really wonderful,
really lovely guidebooks.
Yeah.
So if you're not like comfortable or like confident in knowing what the card means, the guidebooks are really good.
Absolutely, yeah. There's guidance in here. Awaken your gift. There's a message. And the artwork as well, I think, can be really telling. If you stick with the cards for long enough, something will come up. I mean, my age is on one of these, and then we have spring and like the colors, and it's just there's always something little in there that catches your eye and just thinks, oh wow, like I can see my work logo in this. I can see the lotus flower. Like it's really special, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll speak to you in the way that, like, and I think I think reading cards helps you with your self-trust as well.
Yeah.
Of like trusting your intuition that what's coming up for you in the card is meant for you. Because I think a lot of people, and like myself included, can talk yourself out of it and be like, oh no, like that's just random.
Yes.
But I think I've been in clinic for a long enough time to realize that there's not a randomness to it, and there's not a coincidence in there. Like, there's something that's looking for you, and it will find you that way.
Yeah. And I think even when you're shuffling the cards, I don't know about you, but I just hear this one. I just get a little pull to, okay, stop shuffling now. This is the card that you need. Sometimes I'll take it from the top, sometimes I'll be one from the bottom, but you just kind of know whichever one it is.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're never wrong.
No, I don't think I've read a reading for myself or anyone else where I've been like, yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And even I think as well, sometimes it puts you off because you read one card and you think, I don't understand that, or that doesn't resonate. And I've pulled cards for people in clinic and they'll be like, absolutely not, that's not for me. And then by the time you've read the whole spread, they're like, oh, actually, yeah, that's all tied together.
Yeah.
And that all makes sense now.
And it often doesn't make sense because there is a resistance there. Almost that I don't want this card, so this can't be my card. Give me a better card that I want to have, right?
Yeah, I've spent many, many times by myself being like, I'm not doing that. I'm not accepting that. Let me get another one.
Yeah, I want that card. The special abundance and everything is going to be magical and rainbows and unicorn card.
And I've had people like weeks, and I'm talking like 5-6 weeks in a row. They'll come in and they'll like, everyone gets a reading before they get a Marmara puncture session. And I had this one person like 5-6 weeks in a row. He had the same card, and I was like, I'm like, you're shuffling it, you're picking it.
Yeah,
I'm not making this up. Like, there is something that, again, whatever source energy you're connecting to is saying, there's something
there
that you're not looking at, and it's not being sat with, or it's not awakened yet. And yeah, you can see sometimes then as well the cards get a bit stubborn.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. So for anyone who's curious to try, we definitely recommend giving it a go, seeing how it feels, and going with it. I think, right? Just try to not resist when any cards that you don't want come up, but just use it as a gentle tool for internal inquiries. Is probably the best way that I'd be able to recommend it. For sure.
Yeah, you've got different decks that will be, some are more harsh than others as well.
Yeah.
And Oracle's really nice and soft way, I think, to start with cards.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So for anybody who does have Oracle cards, who wants to get them out again, or anybody who's going off to buy a new deck, let them speak to you, sit with them, be with them, and get in touch. I'd love to hear.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Yeah, anyone's stories, any cards that they've picked. Perhaps you'd like to, pull a few cards now that you've heard this episode.
Yeah, bounce it off someone.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful. Good stuff.
Amazing.